What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day as always. Today we are going to be uh, doing something a little different. We are going to see if we can breed pumpkin orange shrimp in a outside 20-gallon long. So let's take a look at the tank and do some explaining. So what does this shrimp tank need to really succeed? Well, we need things you'd standardly need in an aquarium. We need the correct temperature range, which is about 68 to 84. We need the water hardness doesn't really matter. They do good in soft water or hard water. This is hard water we're going to be putting them in, probably around 700 ppm or TDS. Probably about 700 TDS is what the hardness of the water we're putting them in is. And no CO, actually there is CO2 in this tank. Most of our shrimp tanks do not have CO2 in it. This one does. I know there's a lot of information out there saying you can't put Neocaridina shrimp in a CO2 tank, but you can. You just need to time it so there's not a spike of CO2 at night, as they don't handle sudden spikes in water chemistry well. So you need to not over CO2 essentially, or have big drop-offs or spikes in your CO2. Other than that, they need somewhere to hide and groom, which we have given them. We have given them, plenty of Java moss. We normally use moss, or pearlweed is a great one, guppy grass, things that are very dense they can hide in. That gives them cover to breed and for the baby shrimp to raise up. So the tank we will be adding our pumpkin orange shrimp to is this bare bottom 20-gallon long that has Java fern and Java moss in it. The guppies are our bluegrass guppies, and they have no Corydoras or cleanup crew in here. So we are going to be adding shrimp in here to help keep the Java moss clean, as it tends to collect debris. So it is a perfect, basically, food source for shrimp, offers protection, and will help clean the aquarium and keep it clean. We have a few shrimp in here already. We just wanted to make sure, add a couple shrimp and make sure they do okay before we add a bunch. And they seem to be okay. So we are going to go ahead and grab some more and add them in here. Now we have a tank inside where all our shrimp are at. So we'll go show that, show how many we're going to pull, probably 10 to 20, and we'll put them in here. Alright, here is our 20-gallon long. Alright, so here we have our pumpkin orange shrimp in the shrimp tank. Basically just guppy grass and shrimp. It's a good looking female. The females are always more vibrant than the males. There's a good looking male. So let's get a net full of these and take them outside. Here are some examples of our other tanks we have pumpkin orange shrimp in. This is a 15 tall with Vienna, various plants, and shrimp and cories. You can see they're all cleaning the sponge filter at the moment. Here's another 20-gallon long. We have had a huge colony of pumpkin orange shrimp in. Unfortunately, that colony collapsed, and we're just rebooting it now. So you can see we do have pumpkin orange shrimp in there. They're up there cleaning the algae, cleaning the sponge filter, eating off the grass. Finally, the last inside tank we have pumpkin orange shrimp in, actually second to last, is another Taiwan lily and Vienna tank. Last but not least, the tank we have them in, which I doubt we'll be able to spot any, is this Corydoras grow out tank. Now, why I don't think we'll be able to spot any of these is because they're likely in this mass of plants. And it's going to be hard to spot them in there because there's not too many. The thing about shrimp is they're very good at hiding. So if you see a few, you probably have a lot more elsewhere. So we have a thermometer in there showing the tank at 81.3. This is our temp gun. That says 79. So that's pretty close to what we want it. Definitely within the range that is acceptable. You can see we have a heater in there in case it gets cold at night. Our CO2 is right, the diffuser is right there. It is off right now. And then our airline and sponge filter is hard to see because of the glare, but it is right there, and that's off just for noise reasons. And then the cover, obviously, is that Java moss. So we meet all the requirements to have this project be successful, but only time will tell now that we have added them and everything is, on paper good. You never really know in practice what's going to happen. So you kind of just gotta give it your best effort and try. Alright, we have our shrimp outside with our albino blue topaz, Java moss, and Java fern. Just kind of scoot them into the Java moss here because that's where we want them to go. Our shrimp are in the tank. They're doing what we want them to do, which is kind of cleaning the Java moss. You can see that male is doing that right there. Picking up all the debris. They're generally deep in this moss, which is exactly what we wanted. So until they start breeding like crazy, we won't really see them come out of their little safety net. But that's okay. There's another one right there. I don't know if we can really see that. He's in there. Or she. Exactly why we wanted to put them in this tank, because that Java moss gets filthy. It's the one downside the Java moss is you really do need to keep it thin or have something that can clean it, because it will get gunked up and eventually get caked in algae to the point where you need to throw it away if you don't either manually hand clean it or have something that can clean it. Shrimp are doing good, so we'll make another video here in probably a month or more and see how they do long term, see if our population has grown. There's a big one over in the corner. Or if they did not do well and died out. Alright guys, well I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.